Alright, so I uploaded a 3-part My Metal CD collection. I don't like that's in 3 parts. So I'm deleting all my CD collection videos and I'm just doing one full one just so everything's up there. It's not going to be part 1, part 2, part 3 and all that other crap, so we're just going to do one big video, and whenever I get a decent amount of new ones, I'll do an update, stuff like that. So, let's get started. I listen to anything from bands like Abandon All Ships to Devourment and stuff like that. So, first we have Giving by Abandon All Ships. Next we have Aborted's Global Flatline. My first Aborted CD I ever got. The new one's good. I downloaded it, so I haven't gotten the hard copy. Next one was an online release only. They only made so many, so it's out of print. But the Opposition EP by Altars. Next we have My Friend's Band. They were on CI Records. They're called An Early Ending. This is their Bloodlines EP, or full length. My bad. Then we have An Early Endings Igniter EP. Next, I have Annotations of an Autopsy Before the Throne of Infection. I got this used off Amazon, and it came with a bonus DVD with just a bunch of live sets and stuff. It's really cool. And then I have Annotations of an Autopsies of the Reign of Darkness. Hard to see because my light's kind of behind the laptop, but it's whatever, I guess. Oop. Next, I got Asking Alexandria's Stand Up and Scream. Their Life Gone Wild EP comes with a DVD. Their Reckless and Relentless. Stepped Up and Scratched. This is the last Asking Alexandria album I got, because I'm not big into dubstep. I just grabbed it because I was at Reckless Fest, and yeah. Their newest album, From Death to Destiny. Next, I have Attack Attack Someday Came Suddenly. They're self-titled. And then the last album they ever put out, This Means War. The vocalist Caleb has a new band out called Beartooth. Check them out, they're really good. Next, I have Rage by A-Attila. Then I have Outlawed, also by A-Attila. And then their newest album, About That Life. Next, we have another band from CI. They're called Auburn. There's another Auburn band, but this one's really heavy, so there's a difference. Next, first metalcore band I ever got into. We have Augsburg's Reds Looks Fragile After All EP. Then we have Augsburg's Reds Messengers. Messengers, The Lost Outtakes. Constellations. Augsburg's Reds Live Home CD DVD. Leveler. The only Christian CD I'll ever own, Augsburg's Reds Sled and Hill. And then their newest album, Rescue and Restore. My stacks just fell. freaking great. Well, everything's still pretty well in order, so who gives a crap? Alright. Next, we have a rare EP by Belay-Bullet. They're self-titled. Isolationist EP by Bermuda. Then we have their full length, The Wandering, also by Bermuda. I have Breathe in Life by Betraying the Martyrs. My buddy Ryan told me they were working on a new album a while ago. I don't know if they put it out yet, but if they did, I don't got that yet. Beyond Dishonor's Sign of a Struggle. Ever Black by the Black Dahlia Murder. Next, I have Born Osiris's New Rain EP. Their A Higher Place album. And then their newest album, Tomorrow We Die Alive. This is my personal favorite. I love this album. A lot of people don't like it because it's not as melodic as the Discovery was, but you know, I like the album actually more than Discovery. Next, I have Hypernova by the Browning. If you like heavy techno electronic music and metal, this is the perfect band for you. Next, I hated this band for the longest time because everyone's just like, oh my god, you know, but you know, since they put out the new album, I've really dug deep into them. But I had Bring Me the Horizon, Suicide Season, and then the album I was just talking about, their Sempiternal album, or Sandpit Turtle, however you want to pronounce it. Next, I have Bullet for My Valentine's Hand of Blood EP. Their first full length, The Poison. This was the first CD I ever owned, so the case isn't all there, which sucks. But I have the deluxe edition of their Scream, Aim, and Fire. Fever. And Temper. I was really iffy about picking that up because I didn't like the singles that were released, but you know, it was like $7 or more, so I grabbed it. And then next I have Faceless by Camisado. They are from Baltimore, Maryland, and they are amongst my favorites. If you like just awesome music, check them out. Alright, next, go back to the old school days for some of you. I have Eaten Back to Life by Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is Butchered at Birth. Tomb of the Mutilated. Their Hammer Smashed Face EP. The first Cannibal Corpse album I ever owned, The Bleeding. I don't know why, but it seems like everyone gets, that's the first album they have. The 25th anniversary edition of Vile comes with a DVD. Their album called Kill. Evisceration Plague. And their newest album, Torture. Next, we have Capture the Crowns Till Death. I would get the EP, but the only package they have comes with a signed poster and stuff, and it's $60. I'm not paying that for a signed poster and a CD with like 5 songs on it. Next, I recently saw this band. I got Carnifex's Dead in My Arms. And then I got Hell Chose Me. Until I Feel Nothing. And then, yeah, their newest album, Die Without Hope. Next is Catalepsy's Godless EP. Next is Catalepsy's Inequity. Then I have Cattle Decapitation's The Harvest Floor. And then The Monolith of Inhumanity. Next is Cerebral Bore's Maniacal Miscreation. Then we have Chelsea Grin's Desolation of Eden. Their second album, My Damnation. And then we have Evolve. Next is Guardians by the Crimson Armada. And then I have the Crimson Armada's Conviction. Next, I'll probably get a lot of hate for it, but I designed the Skylands Nevea. Don't care. It's a decent album. Check it out. Next, I have Death Clock's Death Album 2. And then Death Clock's Death Album 3. Next, I have Zombie EP by The Devil Wears Prada. Their live album, Dead and Live. Their newest album, 818. Next CD, only 1,000 were made. Some of you might know them as Big Chocolate if you like dubstep, but we have Disfiguring the Goddess by Cameron Argon. It's their sleeper album. Next we have Nation by Dr. A-Attila. Felony by Emir. This band is from Cleveland. They're not signed, but they're called Falling Captive. They're really good. They're a metalcore band. Next, we have Ecclesia by For Today. Portraits. Breaker. Immortal. Their Pre-Baylor EP. And their newest album called Fight the Silence, which comes with this really cool little stencil that you can use to draw with, or whatever you want to do. Okay, next, another one of my friends' bands who are on CI Records, we have I Am History. It's their Visions album. I Declare Wars Amidst the Bloodshed. Their Malevolence album. And then their self-titled. Next is I the Breathers, These Are My Sins. And then their Truth and Purpose album. Alright, I get the others. So what, 2 stacks. So, next I have 3D by I See Stars. End of the World Party. Digital Renegade. And their new album called New Demons, which I really like. I like it better than the old. Next, we have the Burning EP by Ice 9 Kills. I bought this off Amazon, and this is what they sent me, some cheap ripoff. So it's not the actual thing, but I'll throw it in here anyway. But Safety is Just a Shadow by Ice 9 Kills. That's what they sent me for $10. Next is their Predator EP. And then their newest album, The Predator Becomes the Prey. Next, one of my personal favorite bands, we have the In Thine Arms, is self-titled CD. And then their newest album called Boundaries. They just put out a new single called Lives on Display. It's really good, as always. Next, I have Ingested's Surpassing the Boundaries of Human Suffering. And then I have their it's got some words in what I think is pronounced Surreptitian album. It's their second one. They just put out an EP not too long ago, but there's no hard copy, so I don't have it. Next, I have the Black Diamonds EP by Issues. And then I have Doom EP, A Job for a Cowboy. Gloom EP, also by Job for a Cowboy. See a pattern there. And then their Demonocracy album. Next, I have Like Moss Flames' Sweet Talker EP. Their first full-length When We Don't Exist. Then their newest album, Eye for an Eye. Next, I have When Love Met Destruction by Motionless in White. Creatures. And then the newest album, Infamous. Alright. Next, I have Lost Between Brilliance and Insanity by My Heart to Fear. Algorithm, also by My Heart to Fear. The new Oceano's Incisions album. Of Mice and Men's self-titled. The deluxe reissue of The Flood, also by Of Mice and Men. Their newest album, which isn't as good as their older stuff, but it's still nice to listen to, Restoring Force. Next, I got Legacy of the Ancients by Pathology. Awakening to the Suffering by Pathology. And then I keep wanting to call it Tyrannical Decay, but it's the Time of the Great Purification, also by Pathology. Next, I just saw this band a couple weeks ago, but we have Firstborn by The Plot and You. And then Could You Watch Your Children Burn, also by The Plot and You. The next, one of my personally favorite albums, we have Dinger by Rings of Saturn. If you want something with really good bass, put that album in, turn the bass up. See if your speakers survive. Okay, next, I have Sea of Treachery at Daggers Drawn. Structures Divided By. We just saw them not long ago too, which is where we picked up their newest album, Life Through a Window. We got it before it was out, me and my buddy. Next, we have Suffocate. This is back when Ricky Hoover was in it. Supposedly now he's in All Shall Perish. If that's true, I am excited. Next, I have a treat for you guys. I have the Suicide Silence self-titled EP that they put up before they were signed. Then we have their Cleansing album. No Time to Bleed. And then The Black Crown. The new album comes out, I think, July 7th, something like that. So Chelsea Grin's new CD comes out too. Then I have Ending is the Beginning, the Mitch Lucker Memorial Show. Next, I have Hell is Empty by Tear Out the Heart. And their debut album on Victory Records, Violence. Alright. After this, I have half stack left. And then we're good. Next, I have Salt of the Earth EP by Texas in July, which is who we saw Structures with. Their first full length, I Am. We have their One Reality. And then their newest one, self-titled. It's their self-titled. Next, I'm so sad that this band is no longer together. We have, Forever Ended Yesterday by These Hearts. And then Yours to Take by These Hearts. Probably one of my favorite Christian bands. Next to For Today and I Am History and stuff. But next I have Hate by Thy Art Is Murder. Then we have Upon a Burning Bodies, The World Is Ours. And then we have their Red, White, and Green. Next, I didn't even hear this band until the first Reckless Fest, but we have A New Hope by Vanna. And then Vanna's And Then They Came Bearing Bones album. Next, we have Volumes, this is The Concept of Dreaming EP. And then their first full length, Via. They also have a new album coming out, which I'm pretty excited for. Next, I have it's a mouthful too. Pre-First Recollections of Necromangler by Waking the Cadaver. Got used off Amazon. This is how it came. Didn't come with a book. Next, their Beyond Cops, Beyond God album. Next, I have To Plant a Seed by We Came as Romans. The deluxe edition of Understanding What We've Grown to Be. Comes with the DVD that has all our music videos on, up to Hope. And then their newest album, Tracing Backwards. Next, I have Empires by Where the Ocean Meets the Sky. And this is the last few bit of CDs. We have A Somatic Defilement by Whitechapel. Their This Is Exile album. A New Era of Corruption. This is the first Whitechapel or deathcore CD in general I ever owned. Their Recorrupted EP. They're self-titled. Then I got this at launch 2014 before it was out with our Endless War album. Next, I got Resistance by Winds of Plague. I'm only doing this just because this is here, but if you ever purchase the album, take a seat out. There is a tribute to Mitch Lucker of Suicide Silence for whenever he died, and above it says, Mitch Lucker, legends never die. Has his birthday and his death day. Next, I have Grievances by With Life in Mind. Next, I have Creature by Within the Ruins. And then Within the Ruins is Invade album. Next, I have Numbers by Woe Is Me. Genesis, also by Woe Is Me. And then their American Dream EP. And last but not least, I have the Empire EP by The Word Alive. Well, that concludes my CD collection. Once I get a decent number of new ones, I will post an update. Until then, stay metal, go to shows, support your local music scene. However that may be, buying shirts and stuff. Alright, bye.